Good morning.
Good morning. It's I'm like Bobbin, Boobin,
Boobert.
Boobert.
Yeah, you said Boobert.
Boobert. We were laughing at her. So I'm sorry if I'm showing too much, but I'm not asking Cheryl to hold my boobs, and I'm not going to put my hand between her legs. I'm straight.
So am I.
It's for entertainment only. Hello, Group 66, BP, thank you. And thank you for information about the Robert Jr. Kennedy.
Robert Kennedy Jr.
Robert Kennedy Jr. I didn't hear that story that there was a plan of assassinating him. And Miranda.
Northern Lights, Maggie, Zio. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Weisler. Thank you for being with us. And we are starting with the question that I asked. At the end of the video, if Cheryl will remember, I will announce who is the lucky person to have a half an hour reading with me. So stay with us to the end.
Thanks for joining us, Miranda. Christy.
And right now,
we'll go back to the question where a lot of people gave their answers of a prediction of their own. Mm-hmm. And I have
the one that I gave
Violetta's prediction.
Yeah, you can repeat the question. What was the question?
It was about
and it's all about your psychic abilities, how you see that as an answer.
The Democratic Senator Dick Durbin, chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, met with Chief Justice John Roberts yesterday, so this was last week, in a closed-door conference as an invited guest to the policy arm of the U.S. courts, the Judicial Conference. Durbin expressed his sadness about the ethical crisis in the highest court by their failing to create an enforceable ethics code that applies directly to justices. After the meeting, the chair of the Judicial Conference briefed the press that while ethics were discussed by Senator Durbin, the judges themselves did not discuss this issue. What, if anything, will come out of this meeting?
And you have the answer for
No, I didn't write down all the answers.
No, but
I have your answer.
Yeah.
Now the answers varied. Some had that he was disgusted, about that question being asked. Roberts was disgusted about it being asked. Other questions were that there was going to be discussion, that there will be some policies developed as well. Some just absolutely shut it down.
And I saw, and it's double meaning when I thought about this, that vision I had, and it was brick in the middle. So it can be that talk to the brick instead to the telephone. You can communicate.
It's like talking to the hand.
Well, yeah, but in Polish it is talk to the brick. When we had connections with the only connection that Poland had through the free radio, it was Radio Free Europe. Mm-hmm. And we were laughing that there were so many noises coming, so we couldn't hardly hear them. And we were laughing that there is two guys sitting with the bricks and making noise, to disconnecting. But the brick, talk to the brick kind of to me. And then maybe the first brick is as a fundament to start building up some.
And it's in the middle now?
That was in the middle, brick in the middle. Oops, my beautiful handwriting. Okay, so I will pull 3 cards as an answer. That's what will come to me. I'm not going to say that I'm completely right, because so many of you might have the better answers. But after a while, we will see. And you can check.
There's no timeline.
Yeah. Who was
even on people's responses? There's no timeline.
Yeah, you can always come back and write comments and come to 3.
When?
But you will have to write comments in the previous video.
2, 3.
I might be the Robert is feeling lonely. He doesn't feel that the rest of the group is on his side. he wants to be the star, they have to remove one of them. So maybe Judge Thomas will have to go away.
Really? More stuff has come out about his wife.
About, Jeannie. She is pushing, massaging the lamp, and the genie is coming out. Oh, he's massaging, polishing the lamp, and genie is coming out. And all the time something new about her connection to the January 6th intervention. And I'm surprised that she was testifying in January 6th commission, but she was not actually testifying under oath. Mm-hmm. So she could lie as much as she wanted to. Or forget.
Now there's a question here. LBD had asked, hello, Violetta. Are your visions in color? Do you have them when you are just carrying on a conversation with someone and they ask you a question, or just, like when they ask you a question, just wondering, what's your process?
One of my strongest vision was when I was getting married. I was not even aware that I'm seeing something that may happen many, many years later. Mm-hmm. And it was so vivid that I couldn't even make a difference between what I'm seeing and what it's like moving in a time so fast ahead. And it was so vivid that I was not even aware that it is a vision, that it's not real thing. But sometimes you have just a slash of picture. Usually they are like in your dreams, they're colorful. They are just popping out. Sometimes they are not as like a movie. That time it was a movie. I was standing in front of the priest and I asked the question if my Prince Charming will change into a frog because he was so good. And I got my answer, but that gave me such a peace of mind that I will always love him and I will be with him. Even I was married in Poland, I saw my house that we are living right now in. It was not what I wanted to see that moment, but it was a peace of mind that till the end I will always love my husband.
And vice versa.
Yeah, he's a nice guy most of the time. I will have to teach him how to run in a zigzag, and if I will have permission for gun sometimes.
Well, too bad you don't own a gun, hey? Just a water gun.
What? Oh, yes.
Oh, he would love that.
In the Easter, we have Waters Monday, and we are spreading.
Oh, really? Oh, yes. That's where you dipped into my water and flicked me.
Yeah.
Lori
That's
Sue.
for good luck.
Lori Sue Cragen Clammett has asked question. Thus far, the U.S. and Canada have escaped disastrous effects from hurricanes. Will that change soon, however?
What do you mean? Do we have escape?
She says that we have escaped, U.S. and Canada have escaped disastrous effects.
It's not as bad, the hurricane, as I was afraid that it would be worse.
And it has hit the Maritimes.
Yeah.
And they're having to batten down the hatches. Is that going to change at all?
There will be some others that will be coming, and I hope it's over, but I don't think so. I think there will be more hurricanes coming.
Group 66, you said, oh, so I guess I had the wrong answer. You had the swing. I believe you had a girl, was it, on a swing? Things are moving back and forth.
And
not standing still.
You have to understand how you see that as an answer. I'm not saying that my answer is, because it's not yet. We have to wait until that will come. And when you are predicting, you always have to have that vulnerable heart that you might be wrong. You see something and you want to.
But sometimes it's not necessarily so wrong. It's that a lot of times things are predicted and they may not be now, they come later and we can't see
Later.
that far down
Yeah.
because we don't know what's going to happen in between time.
Hello, Chris Cross, Lily Rose, Justice Warrior, and Beverly Lejeski. Hello. Rick and Sandy will quote. Truth. So many names that we know.
Yeah, it's very, very nice.
So do you have another question for everyone to put the writing? But please write after the video, because the questions from the video are not available on everyone's phone. They are not available on my phone. So it's better if Cheryl has ability to get to those questions on her phone, but I can't. We were debating on that, how I can improve that, but I couldn't. I will have to go to the computer. Or maybe someone else will have a question.
It was interesting, with Mitt Romney's new book out, in which he was critical of Senate colleagues and Trump. Will that book have enough impact to change anybody's minds? Yeah, do you want to do this as a separate one or with an answer that everybody can write about or not?
Is that the best question?
That's the best question that I have from what I've written out.
Okay, so it will be the one that Mitt Romney had
read. Mitt Romney. Will his new book impact anybody? Because he was talking about how people who didn't believe in what Trump was doing and what the Republicans were doing, that they were fearful for their families even. And therefore they voted along the party lines.
Yeah.
So will it make a difference that he has come out, because he's quite a prominent person within the GOP?
3 cards, please.
1, 2, 3. So this is the one going into the envelope, the answer.
Oh, okay. So I'm not even looking at the cards. Okay. So you write to yourself what is the answer, and then please write under the video when it's posted.
It'd be interesting to see if there's a change within the Republicans on what party line they follow. Will they be brave enough or vocal? Something has to change. Something has to impact them. You're writing a book?
Yeah. Hi, that one.
Thank you for participating and trying out.
Well, we will see how you see and what the picture is telling me. I try to answer a little bit for what I am understanding because of that.
Maggie's already written.
Oh, okay.
That's a nice answer. I hope that works. I don't want to tell it because I don't want to influence anybody else making the guess.
I don't want to read it because when I'm reading your questions here and Cheryl is asking me, I'm both places.
Kathy McLaughlin is asking, Trump called the special counsel a deranged lunatic. Will she punish him in some way for this? Maybe speed up the trial date? So he called the judge, I guess.
He called Jack Smith lunatic, but Judge Chuck.
Oh, okay.
She is the one who can punish him.
Okay.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I see a smoke in the ash tree. And it's so, that there is a fire. When there is a smoke, there is a fire, but I don't see a fire, I just see a smoke. So everything will go into a smoke, because it's like there must be a cigarette or something that is burning and the smoke is going into the air. She will feel that her hands I can't do this, I can't do it. But she has a lot of power, and if she is angry, she can use that power. If she will motivate herself to use that power, she has the power, and that would make the dysfunctional family, the GOP, feeling like they are cheated. So they will be accusing that she is cheating against their big boss.
Now, will Judge Chutkan or Judge McAfee, will either one of them, which one will be the first to put Trump behind bars for a day or two, a night or two, bringing his own mattress, you said, to put him into a place to let them know there's consequences for his actions? Somebody has to do it to make a point. So do you want to ask about Judge Chutkan or McAfee?
I just already saw. Okay. I just saw 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I see a McAfee. He's young, he's brave, and he wants everything to be by the order. Mm-hmm. I was saying that his teacher, this is something wrong. We were laughing at my grandfather because the kids broke the ability to have a light in the house, in the school. Mm-hmm. And my grandfather was about 10 years old. He went to the teacher and he said, I can fix this because I know how they broke it. Oh, gosh, he was beat up after that. He is going to share. He might have a sleepless night, that McAfee. But, well, I see a woman's picture. So he might sleep on it and then she will do it. I saw him. He will be ready, but it looks like she will take the responsibility on her.
To do it first.
To do it first, because maybe her prison is better conditioned than McAfee. Because in Georgia, the prison is in the worst condition.
Well, I thought Fulton, but that was McAfee's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So McAfee may sleep on it, and he will let her to take it. Mm-hmm. But he would like to do it, but he's afraid that he might be beat up if he would say it first. And then he is going to let the court her to do it, because she's the one who actually told Trump, if you are not behaving, I will do it. So now Trump will have to send the mattresses into prisons to have the better chances to sleep well.
There's a question about the Mexican aliens.
Oh boy, so many of them are coming. Yeah.
No. The ones where they have the supposedly bodies. They're on display.
Oh, okay.
Are they real or not?
But you found that they are not real, so I know that they are not real.
Well, no, it was just, there was a documentary on that.
And in the documentary...
But who knows what the truth really is.
Okay, I will see you. So there is a story about the bodies of small aliens that they found, and they were different type of DNA. So it's not human DNA. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Well, I see that the mom is from Peru with those big, narrow heads. So there is some connection with the body. So there are some way of maybe programming those kids to be that way, or some illness that we don't know that exists anymore. But they were not human bodies, so there is something about this that it's true. That there will be a battle between science and to prove it, but it will be that might be something that scientists will have to work on it and prove it. A lot of battling. But I saw those narrow heads, and we don't know if they are real or not. Sometimes they are saying that the head was put in the press so they will be, growing the head so narrow. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Sometimes, there can be problems with hydrocephalus.
And
Their heads are narrow, long and narrow,
yeah,
and large with fluid inside.
and they might not
Okay,
give the
that's
child enough calcium so that the bones are much softer than regular bones. Who knows? Maybe that's the.
Christina Cardona is asking, the Supreme Court of Florida is evaluating DeSantis redistricting case since the judge said it was unconstitutional. What will the Florida Supreme Court determine, and will the decision be made before the next election? One, two, three.
Well, I see the answer, Paxton. So in Florida, in Texas, everyone thought that there are so many charges against Paxton was
Brought by the Republicans.
and it was by Republican, and then he still get with nothing. The same will be with DeSantis. There is no real judiciary playing friends intuitively. I know they will go different direction. They will let him out of the hook. I'm sorry. I couldn't believe it when you sent me that he is free. I was at work and
Sabrina Francois is asking, I'm worried about Hunter Biden. Is he going to cause harm to himself because of the indictment stress?
regards.
1, 2, 3.
He's walking from one wall to another and hitting his head. He feels like he is in the cage. They need to watch over him because one moment he has signed the documents with the justice system and then they took this away. And he said that he will he will admit to the crimes, and then now it's against him. That's very.
Well, they're just playing football with him.
But they will be negotiating. He will be writing everything to calm himself down and going back to the memories.
He's got a few lawsuits out against his laptop being taken without permission.
And then he's suing probably Taylor Green, another cookie.
And he has one against the IRS, alleging unlawful release of tax information.
Everything is. But they are not after him. They want to destroy his father. And I'm not saying that he was a saint, no, but,
Yeah, but I look at the Trump family, man alive.
Oh, yes, of course. And they are letting them, not even touching that.
Oh, no. It's all political. It's not based on law and order. Kathy McLaughlin is asking, do you see the auto workers finally getting their demands met?
And now in Canada, they are striking as well, 3 big companies. So 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
the movie Shark. We were going through the emotions, but we knew that it's not true. So it was only created to I don't think it will be as much success as we want to, but they will get at least 20 or 25% increase. They will get something. They will make them to wait. Negotiation will be, and symbol of woman, because that CEO from Ford.
Well, yeah, she gets around what, 28, 29 million?
Yeah.
She says that's based upon success. Well, what about the workers?
Workers
They made
are
it
not-
successful that she could do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it's like
Boy, money, 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 and greed.
it is great, and she thinks it's okay. They are making 600 times more than the average worker, but that's okay.
New Music 247. What's the future of gold versus real estate?
Three cards for gold, three cards for real estate. It's very hard to. Three cards for gold.
1, 2, 3.
And three cards for real estate.
1, 2, 3.
We have those emojis that the hearts are. Oh, actually, this is the emoji that the heart is flying on the side. And that's what I saw. Both sides. They will be going up in prices, gold and the real estate. My wonderful neighbors, they sold the house in 5 days and they got 4 more offers. And she said, I went for tea to see them a few days ago, and she said, it's not us only. The guy who is buying the house, he sold his house in 5 days, and he got more offers. So it is like a chain of people. And she said, what's going on with the market? And it's end of this summer. It's usually very hard to sell properties. At the beginning, everyone wants to sell in April. So for the gold, people will have to lean on it because for some reasons, one or another, surprise, and there will be some battles related to, I hope not wars about, and the houses, well, eventually will go crazy, good choices, and something doesn't look too good because the devil and shaky tower and making choices. Some places they might collapse. If they will close some companies, then the market goes down. So that will be the drama of the gold, the house market sometimes.
Lily Rose is asking, what is the future of lab grown meat?
Putting finger, I'm sorry, that's what I saw. 3 cards.
1, 2.
It might make you feel sick. I don't know why, but I feel like wants to. Well, that will be a business up and down. Heropat. They will be preaching to us to buy it because of everything, but I don't know how healthy, because they have to put so many chemicals to create something that is not natural.
And I prefer the organic. Diva,
It's growing, so it is. They are using some components that might not make us healthy. Just when we are puking, we are feeling sick.
Diva 369. Will the majority of people in the U.S. agree with Biden's prisoner exchange with Iran or disagree? 1, 2, 3.
Someone is drinking a wine on the white linen, and it's red wine, and it will stain. So there will be problems. There will be problems because Fox News already, I watched for a moment Fox News, and they are already biting Biden for doing that. Yeah, we will be observing. We will have to look from different perspectives. Eventually, it will quiet down, but Democrats should pay more attention to prepare people, because the first moment everyone was not ready for that much. It was too fast from September 11 till now, that they are working on it, and that they will give this money, and Americans might be upset.
Philip Curley is asking, thank you for answering my questions, he said, over the last few weeks. Will the majority of the House Republicans work with the Democrats and pass the short-term spending bill before October 1st, preventing the government shutdown?
Oh boy, that's a hard question.
One, 2, 3.
There will be problems with bobbin, whatever, bobbin, I will call her, and Green and Matt Gaetz. So there will be a problems.
The mega component.
And they will have to negotiate. They will feel that eventually the grass is greener. But no, not everyone will be happy, because some people will be hurt. Oh, so it is natural chemicals, not synthetic. Braveheart wrote about the meat. But hormones are natural ingredients too, and might be very harmful for people if it is too much.
I would like to know where it's coming from, not some concoction. I would rather know, I mean, I was raised on farm stuff, so.
I wasn't, but.
So are they going to avert it, or so they're not? They're going to still be fighting over it. So the October 1st deadline passes. What will come after that?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I pull 4 cards. It's going in a circle. So they will be doing something, and it is like circle going on the tower, inside the tower. So they will be moving forward. You can't see too much, because in the tower the walls are holding you to see anything. There are sometimes small windows in the towers. And tower is a symbol of disaster, so not. Eventually the some law will be achieved, and they are not bad cards, so I think eventually they will be able to achieve, maybe by full moon, some agreement. And I know Kevin McCarthy doesn't want them to go that direction. No one wants them, but those happy-go-lucky kids.
Yeah, they've given a select few a lot of power.
Thank you, Group 66. So you were lucky to donate, because I know that we wrote to the YouTube and we said that people are not able to donate. Thank you so much, and thank you for your help.
Thank you for always being there.
Always being first. I don't know how she's doing, but she's so organized.
Patty Palmer is asking a health question. It could be a general question. Hello, beautiful ladies and everyone in the chat. I'm having breathing problems today for a week now, quitting smoking, watching on TV, so can't say hi to everyone. Is there anything that, like she has asked, can quitting smoking make you short of breath?
I never smoke.
I've never smoked either.
Three cards.
1, 2, 3.
What they call the COD, yes, something like that. The ads on the TV.
Oh, pulmonary.
Yeah. So you must have some reason to quit smoking on the first place, because I know my viewers are not that 20 years old, so they are much older. Yeah, it is something that it's probably related, and your lungs have to clean up, so they will be coughing, and good luck. You will save a lot of money. You will get eventually stronger, but yeah, it makes you worried, so go to see a doctor for that reason and check with the doctor what he thinks. I believe it's a natural cleansing or cleaning the system.
Mm-hmm. Kathy McLaughlin has written, and this applies to other people here. I mean, there's a lot of people who responded to it, but we're going to put her in our prayers today. Kathy McLaughlin has said she's having serious medical problems of latent testing to see if she needs another fusion on her back. She says the continuous pain has now taken a toll on her mental health. Even though Kathy, and I'm commenting, even though Kathy has been going through her own challenges, she replied to Pam F, P-A-M-M-F, who wrote her in the comment section. She's also having fusion surgery in a few weeks. And so here Kathy is having all these problems, these surgeries and everything, and seeing whether she has to have another one. And Pam, who is having surgery up and coming, yet here Kathy is doing exactly what we want people to do. It's in the giving that you receive. So she's given excellent advice on how to prepare for it and to be in her best mind frame and have the support around her. So it's just really, really nice to see that the community has gathered together and is in support.
Comments.
And they're reading comments and responding to them to help other people. And the same as Justice Warrior. She was having difficulties or is having difficulties, and she'll also be in our prayers. And the support again is so wonderful.
I love you guys. We love you guys. We are looking forward to have the connections with you. If I wouldn't have to go to the store, and I'm going today.
Monday is a day where she has to go to work.
Yeah.
So then you won't have much time for play here.
No. I love to play.
So do you have a remedy other than, do you have any remedies that you're thinking of? Any grandma's okay. Tried and true?
I had a bad cough all the time, and when I had my C-section, I got bad cold with my first baby, and I was in coma for 11 hours. When I woke up, I was coughing so badly. And in Poland, we can't use the word R. Mm-hmm. So we have to give you the granny's advice. And in the hospital, they gave me a teaspoon with drops of mint on a spirit. So how you call this?
It's an extract, mint extract.
Mixed extract. And she was coming with the light, with the mattress, and started the fire because it's on the alcohol, very high quality alcohol. It evaporated, and she said, breathe that. And it was helping me. You know, after C-section, your stomach is cut and it's painful like hell. And my lungs were full of fluids because I was laying for 11 hours without too much a response. So they were worried that I couldn't see my first son for 10 hours, for 10 hours, few days. 3 days later, he was first time came for me to for the milk, because I was coughing. So if that can help anyone with coughing problem. And as well, I have Charles Smith, 3775. Smith, sorry. I'm sorry. Do you have any home remedies for plaque psoriasis on my scalp? And you can read that little. This one, just that's few words.
Well, psoriasis is a disorder probably due to derangement of the body's fat metabolism and is treated primarily with fat-free diet. Arrhythmia, I don't know how to pronounce that, and general sunlight are extremely helpful locally.
Okay. For the light, for sinuses, I have the lamp that I purchased on Amazon. I'm not using because there is so much sunlight lately, and my husband always wants to sit outside. But try this thing, if that will help you. The light is UV light that I'm using. Mm-hmm. So maybe that will be something that it can help you with your psoriasis on the scalp. And they have those hats as well of red light. I don't know if that's the same, but for people who are getting bald. Mm-hmm. So maybe that will be another thing. All the best.
No.
Yes, we know we have to do this. Then looking for the person who is the
This is for whoever wrote a comment on Saturday's posted video. Will be eligible to receive an opportunity.
And it was donated by Janet and Tom Burke. And I have how many comments? 346. Okay. And I'm going through the comments.
So it'll be for a half an hour reading?
Yeah, with me.
And Violetta goes forward and backwards. And then I say, stop.
I have to go back because I went back to the front. No, okay. Lisa Lopez. 6143. Love to listen to you. And I'm pinning your name.
So Lisa Lopez.
Please contact with me by sending your email on psychicvioletta@outlook.com and give me your phone number, please.
You will absolutely enjoy it, Lisa.
Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to that, to see you and see you on the reading.
We'll see you on Wednesday at 11 o'clock.
And thank you so much. Lately, nearly everyone is booking appointment with the Skype. Thank you, guys. I love you. I'm making your life miserable, but then it's much better, much easier for any one of us to have the...
Chris Cross is saying to Patty Palmer about the lungs, it's normal for your lungs to cough out the crap. I know that my mom, she smoked from age 12 until she was 70 because two of her best friends passed away from lung cancer. They were chain smokers. And because she stopped,
she was coughing.
It allowed her to live until she was 86.
Oh.
So there are some benefits.
I wish anyone will listen who is a smoker. So this is
so we're going to do some prayers?
Prayers, yes. So this one is for Debbie Sidebottom. Please let us know, Debbie, My dog is behaving so badly.
If
I'm
you're-
sorry, it's
yeah.
not me. She is making.
If you're still in hospital and how you're doing.
Please let us know, and I'm sorry that you are suffering so much.
And Kathy McLaughlin and Pam F. and Justice Warrior, we're also putting you in our prayers.
And as well for Libya, for those people who died in that floods, and in Morocco, the earthquake, for Maui and Mali, and that the hurricanes are not as bad as they were. And we want to pray for people who are on the strikes, that they will solve the problem, because the long strike is very expensive for the workers.
And even the auto strike and the writers.
And the writers, poor people from May.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And I said that I don't see that much of win for them. That's scary. But hopefully I'm not correct.
So again, as Kathy has nicely led us to reminded us to reach out to others who are experiencing difficulties, and if you can help in any way, to please take that opportunity to do so, even though you may be having a difficult time. And many times it's through our difficulties that we learn and that we can help another, because we can't really, just say something but have never lived it. Like walking
shoes, yeah,
walking in your shoes,
or being homeless, and we never had that.
Yeah, to really, if you come from that, you have a situation that you've lived through, you've developed resilience. And whether or not it's ended or not, because we try not to live in the past, we try to live in the present, and pass that information on. If you have helpful advice, pass it on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and thank you so much for your advices about health
and for your response of what's going to happen with, if anything will happen with Mitt Romney's book. I like that. What's her name? Taylor Swift is becoming proactive.
Oh, she is very,
she's very proactive.
And she's very much against Trump. So and she has crowds and crowds of
millions of people.
Millions.
She's getting the youth out to vote and register. I like that.
Yeah. So she is a very active human being, and she's using her.
Well, it's all about democracy.
Stardom for the right reason.
Yeah, it's all about democracy.
And yeah, I can't imagine Trump. But then I was thinking what those people were suffering in that prison in Iran.
There's still some there. There's still some remaining behind.
And one, they don't even have the body. They don't know if he's alive or not. How cruel that is for the family. Thank you so much.
Thank you again for joining us.
Take care of yourself and enjoy your week. And we will be meeting you on Wednesday. So please write your comments, what you have seen as an answer. And that way you will be gaining your strength to know that you are more connected with your psychic. And don't beat yourself up if you are not completely on the top of the answering. But you try it, and that's what counts.
But everybody has different answers.
And no one is going to remember. We remember what we said. We don't remember what someone else wrote that much, or who that person was. So don't beat up yourself. Be free to express yourself. Express yourself, don't depress yourself. Madonna.
Good ending.
Okay. See you. Bye.
See you Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh.